Should we open the cava before or during?
Well, we're rolling now.
Are we rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling now.
I always forget to be rolling.
I like to sneak it up on you.
Yes, I noticed that. Anyway, it's yourself, Tom. How are you?
I'm very well. I've had the hair and beauty appointment.
I see that.
I've gone for a retro look.
It's retro.
German pop star.
German pop star.
Man with questionable tweet history. That's what I'm going for.
Definitely, yeah. I could see that.
Now,
I could definitely see that. Definitely in the Eurovision at one point.
yeah,
You know,
I'd be great in Eurovision.
fuck's sake.
Shall we crack on with this experiment?
Yes. So as we said previously, we are embarking on the low-cal lifestyle.
Yeah.
And we're taking it fucking serious. And just to prove to you that we're taking it serious, what we have here is a bottle of finest cava.
Joam Sierra, Brute Nature.
Ask me how much it was.
How much was that?
€4. Pricey.
Pricey.
Only the good stuff. And some cola.
Light.
Some Diet Pop.
Sin
Cola.
calories, sin azúcar.
Exactly, my friend.
That's Spanish for low-cal lifestyle.
What the fuck's light? Is that not just diet? Diet? Is that what they call diet here?
Light, yeah.
They call it light?
I think the Spanish word for diet is light.
Jesus, sir. We're learning. You're learning new language skills
This is
here.
a language podcast now.
So now I'm gonna have to put down my mic temporarily.
Okay, yeah, that's
that
allowed.
alright?
Yeah, it's expensive equipment.
Will that
But
be
just
allowed?
put it down gently.
Okay.
I'll narrate for the non-viewers, for the listeners. Mike is now performing the opening maneuver on the bottle of champagne.
What do you see this boy?
He's untwisting it.
Oh, give her a good twist there. That's the job.
He's twisting it round and round,
Take the wee hat off,
taking the hat off.
and then you have to give her a good old squeeze.
You
Well,
squeeze.
Bit of a turn. It's important to be careful at this moment.
Yes, you could lose an eye. I once saw a boy get shot in the eye with a cork from a champagne bottle.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's gnarly, man.
Was he alright?
It's weird. Yeah, he was all right eventually. Like, no long-term damage. But my friend was opening the champagne.
Oh.
Oh, excellent.
Yes.
Yeah, my friend was opening the champagne, and another guy came to talk to us as it was happening. And he looked down, and I looked down, and my friend looked down, and then it just exploded in his face.
Is that how are we doing this? So, like, what was the ratio? We think
Well, I think the same ratio you do for all.
something's happened to my mic.
Oh dear. Oh
I'll
no.
fix it in a moment. Kind of okay. A little bit more.
I'd say half and half.
half.
yeah.
And half. Okay.
It's a good ratio. 50-50 is what you normally do for cocktails, isn't it?
About 50 there.
50% pure alcohol,
give
50%
you-
flavour.
I'll give you a nice splash of light.
Excellent.
Sponsored by Coca-Cola. This podcast.
We could get a Coca-Cola sponsorship.
I mean, we have people on the inside.
I do have people on the inside. Ooh,
Inside job.
my shakes make that high. It's like the docking scene in Interstellar.
No, I shall have one myself. And just for the benefit of the listeners, it's not early. Well, it's kind of early. What time is it? It's fucking past 3. Is it past 3?
Yeah.
It's past 3.
Yeah, because I told you to come at 2:45.
Yeah. So we're not being like fucking mad lushes here on the drink at like 10 in the morning or something.
Yeah, no, I've
It isn't a breakfast situation.
no, this is no longer really breakfast beers. It's more
No.
sort of late afternoon alcoholic drinks.
Yes.
Not a catchy name for a podcast, though, unfortunately.
No, it isn't. I'm back on the old mic.
Yeah, check it's on.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Is mine on? Yeah.
It's definitely on the green
Okay.
light.
It's a green light. Yeah, the green light's all I want to see.
And on that note,
Okay.
cheers, my friend.
Here
To
we
your
go.
good health. Sláinte.
Carver and Diet Coke. I mean, it just tastes like Carver and Diet Coke at the same time.
It does. It's like it's not unpleasant, but it's not like I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
It's,
have to have a few more drinks of it. I think.
yeah, it's
Bit
somewhere
backwards,
between like something saying to me Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Hold on. Christmas vibes.
Yep. No, it's better the second time.
There's a bang of Christmas.
There's
off that.
something saying Christmas, but then something's
Mhm.
also saying the weird water that collects at the bottom of wheelie bins.
The garbage water.
Garbage water, yeah.
Christmas and garbage water combined
Yeah, it's somewhere there.
to make one just low-cal beverage.
I mean, yeah, it's not going to change the world. Well, it's not going to change the world until you realise it's about 25 calories, 30 calories.
Well, I was just about to
Yep.
ask you. 25? You
I
think?
reckon
How much?
Well, I don't know what I'm looking for here as an indicator.
We'll put it into your fitness pal.
Yes, yes. Well,
Tom has the app.
I'll Google it.
Get her
Oh.
googled. Google it up.
So what is like half a champagne flute of cava.
Yes, and a splash of
Well, that's
Diet Coke.
0 cal, right? There should be 0 calories in that can.
0 cal.
Double check on the back there.
Let me have a look here.
I've been
It
googling
fucking
the
says
Dalai
sin
Lama.
calories. Sin of
Yeah.
sugar, sin calories.
That's usually a good sign.
We're on to a winner.
Calories in
Imagine our bods.
kava.
We're going to be like,
We're gonna be fucking jacked, dude.
so lean.
We're gonna be so ripped,
Lean
so
muscle.
drunk this summer. Just really drunk and ripped.
Yeah.
Just imagine how much funnier 300 would have been if the Spartans were trashed the whole time.
That would have been hilarious, to be fair. Back on to 300. So what are we saying here?
Well, good news first. 1.1 grams of protein.
1.1 gram. Every fucking gram counts, let me tell you.
Yeah. How many calories in a glass of cava? 90 calories.
Yeah.
One glass, 118 millimeters. Is that 118 millimeters? I'd say so. We had half.
Approx.
45 calories.
45 calories?
45.
You can't be bad to that.
And them canyons we were sipping last night were 160.
Jesus, huh?
Yeah. That's why we went so far over the count.
Definitely went over the cal count last night.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Big time, man.
The boys were out in the sauce last night.
Yeah, we went for a fact-finding expedition to a local bar.
A local bar. I suppose it is local.
Yes. Yeah, it was near enough.
Well, we were in our own local first.
Yes, we went to HQ.
HQ, we can't give the name away in case we get
we don't with fans.
inundated with fans.
Yeah. Tell you what, if the Mozambique contingency show up at HQ, Daddy will be angry.
Jesus Christ, there'll be some squad of them.
Well, we recorded the second episode outside the toilets in HQ.
We did actually, yeah. Fucking hell, that's right.
Yeah,
that was
like
funny.
A lifetime ago. Yeah, just making comments on all the men walking out the toilet.
I think we enjoyed that more than the listeners.
I don't think anyone even got to that bit of the podcast.
No.
The toilet commentary section, yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, we were out for drinks last night. A friend of ours.
And then we went to
back home to Ireland.
Was that a Mexican restaurant?
It was a Mexican. It was the worst food I've had in a long time.
Worst food.
Gross.
Angriest, sulkiest man running it.
Yeah, and it the taco was just. It might as well just been half an onion, not even just put into it, and with a sprinkling of meat.
Did you see
all onion?
Did you see the salad that my girlfriend got?
It was depressing.
It was like 4 or 5 chopped up bits of white onion.
Yeah,
and a cube of tomato.
It was a salad for an extremely tiny person.
Yeah. That wouldn't fill a hamster. That wouldn't have filled a hamster.
Nah, we got fucked over on the food front, but the crack was good.
Yeah,
enjoyed the crack.
Well, everyone's felt very ill this morning after that food as well.
I was bitterly hungover for about a couple of hours this morning when I woke up.
Yeah.
Thankfully, managed to shake it off. Rehydrated.
Yeah.
Asked me the question.
Did you go to the gym?
Of course, I went to the gym.
Nice.
I don't miss.
What did you do in the gym?
What did I do? I
did cross trainer for 90 minutes.
Do you know what? I didn't go. It's only the. Is it only the third time I've been back since. Well, it's the second time I've been back since I was sick. I got sick that time, and I was there before that. Yeah, it's only the third time I've been back since New Year.
Okay.
Because I've been sick and all the rest, but I was okay today. Now, I did a bit of back, bit of pulling, plenty of pulling, bit of shoulders.
Yeah.
And I finished with I kind of wanted to do a full body thing.
Yeah.
So I did the leg press and some leg raises and all too, because I hadn't done any leg.
And no leg work.
Basically needed to fucking work everything. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, what else? And I finished with the money makers.
Oh, the big arms.
The arms, baby.
I imagine you break the machines when you do the arm exercise. You just pull them off.
Can
I just say, holding this,
yes,
and this at the same time, it's a recipe for disaster for me. Because at some point, I am going to try and sip my microphone.
I know.
And start speaking into my champagne.
I love that I have this wee side
you got the good
side palette.
No, eventually that is going to become your bench in the future studio.
Yes.
Somewhere between when I actually build the studio and when I transform the studio into a fully VR environment.
Yes.
So everyone can just put their headsets on and join us on the podcast.
This is it. Absolutely.
This is years away.
People want.
Yeah. The funding's not come in yet.
No.
Must go and answer my phone calls at the moment. think he's upset with me.
The boy Elon, he's got his finger in many pies. He's a busy man. Have you seen that he's worried about getting whacked? He seems to be like putting out word, like saying, "Oh, I will never kill myself, just so everybody knows. If I show up, fucking,
Yeah, face down in a swimming pool.
yeah,
Yeah,
some shit's gone down."
I can believe that. I
You
think,
think there's,
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's people who want to whack him.
yeah,
Yeah, I think
why?
it doesn't matter how rich you get. Sometimes you need to shut the fuck up,
Maybe.
and he doesn't do that, does he?
And he's posting like he's posting like fucking information that could be sensitive to some powerful people. Am I right
Yeah,
there? Or
yeah. Well, I
something
don't
like
know
that?
what he's posting, but I know he's letting stuff happen on Twitter that lots of people don't like happening.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, he's
messing with the
upset.
Clintons.
Oh, that's a
It's a
fucking.
very novel way of committing suicide,
I
but
tell
it's
you what, man, you
yeah.
don't fuck with the Clintons.
You don't fuck with them.
Huh?
They are strange
Have you
looking people
seen?
as well.
Have you seen that? The list of people who.
Yeah, there's like 200 odd
Ah,
people who've committed suicide who have
yeah.
close ties with them.
I
Some of
mean,
them have committed suicide by shooting themselves in the back of the head.
these things
Twice.
happen.
Yeah.
Accidents happen.
Yeah.
Fuck me, yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm
that's the
genuinely
moral of that
scared
story.
talking
Don't
about
fuck
them.
with the Clintons.
We'll get them on guests.
We'll get Hill Dog on. She will love the breakfast beer pod. This is right up her street.
Man, for a long time, I really considered it. The only thing that stopped me was I didn't have enough money at the time. But for a long time, I really wanted to get a pantsuit like Hillary Clinton wears. Just wear it all the time, non-ironically. I think I look great in them. Weird sort of ironed cleats down the front.
with like a turtleneck or something as well.
Yeah, a little
over the
turtleneck
thing.
underneath. Do like those Hillary Clinton head wobbles that she does. Like,
Yeah.
just go around telling people I am Hillary Clinton.
Yeah. Oh, that would be
Barcelona's
hilarious.
best Hillary Clinton impersonator is a
Mm.
man.
That's fucking funny, man. Yes,
Yeah.
I could see you doing that for sure.
Well, when the Patreon
Strong,
money starts coming in, I'll
independent
do that. I'll start dressing as Hillary for the podcasts.
I mean, Patreon,
Yeah.
Patreon money starts rolling in. I mean, we will be expanding aggressively, and we will do anything.
We will do anything for
Anything.
views, attention, and money. Absolutely anything.
Give us attention and money.
We just
We
be,
live off.
who's that fat YouTuber guy who just makes money getting really fat and eating?
Oh yeah,
Shall we become
yeah.
like
I saw
him?
videos of him. I that's fucking sad, like, isn't it?
That is sad.
Just sitting there eating himself to death.
That
like, in
has to
front of
be
the
like a
fucking camera.
psychological condition.
Fuck me, you're something not right. Anyway, I'll tell you that much.
Just imagine the smell.
Oof,
God,
the
imagine
smell.
the smell in that house.
Jesus, what a fucking aroma that would be. Like
This
a baby
is
hippo.
delicious. I'm really into
It is lovely, yeah.
Mm.
It's actually grown on me.
Yeah.
You fucking rifled that into you.
Yeah, I
boy.
needed that. I really did.
Mm,
Yeah.
big time. So anyway, Tom,
Yes.
how's things been going then?
Yeah, it's been going good this week.
Yeah,
haven't really done much. Been doing some edits for the podcast.
you've been editing for the pod.
Been making some funny videos.
People love the Dahmer video. It's popping off.
Yeah, the thing I noticed is, as I started to come into the character of Dharma,
Yes.
Dharma started to come into me.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got some dark thoughts there.
Oh dear.
Just sitting at the gym, working out and getting muscly,
Yeah.
staring at myself.
Well, famously, Dahmer loved to work out. Like you see
Yeah,
that
yeah.
part of the show.
That's one of my favorite things about him. Just favorite things about him. Hang on, no, I don't like him. Just becoming a giant, muscly,
yeah.
satanic dude.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing to do.
So you feel like if you go too far into that character, it could take you down a dark road.
Yeah, I need to
That's
stop
what you're
doing Dharma, which
Yeah.
is probably why I should move on to Hillary next. It's my next
Hill Dog is a safer
Yeah.
bet.
safer
isn't
bet
it?
than Dharma. Probably
Yeah.
the same person. Have they ever been seen in the same room?
Look into it.
Black
Look into it.
helicopters.
Black helicopters. Fucking Black Hawk Down job.
I was thinking this week, something that we take for granted
What's
in,
that?
in Spain is that no one can understand what we're saying when we have our conversations. I was thinking it last night when we were at HQ.
Yeah, sitting at the table.
Just yelling very loudly
We were yelling very loudly, weren't we?
about things that you wouldn't talk about loudly in England
Yeah. I
or back
suppose.
home even.
There is a certain privilege to like people not understanding what you're saying,
Yeah.
like, isn't there?
You just
'Cause you can
like
But
you can't do it. And
chat
yeah,
that
you
shit.
well, just imagine going into your local Sainsbury's, like talking on the phone the way we do.
Yeah.
Oh, the fungal infection in my penis has spread directly to my asshole. My farts smell like the forest floor. Why is everyone looking at me? Like, you wouldn't want to do it.
No, it's true. This is it, and that's something we touched on last week. That's one of the adjustment
Yeah.
things whenever you go home. Is
Yeah.
like everybody can understand you and
Yeah,
you
you
can
need to
understand
shut the
everyone
fuck up.
else. Yeah. So you like fuck. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like
Mm.
you can't be like playing a game of backstory, for example. Do you ever play backstory?
No, what's that?
It's whenever you like you're people watching
Mm-hmm.
and you make up a random backstory for a person that's gone in
Oh,
the
yeah,
past.
yeah.
So I do it. Me and Andrea would do it sometimes. Like it's good fun. Like it's
I'm
good
gonna
laugh.
start. That's fun. We should do that.
Passes the time.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, we need to fucking pass the time.
we
Doing
could
something.
do. We could do some of that live on the podcast.
We could do
We could
well.
film people without their consent,
This is it.
and then
Oh.
accuse them of terrible things.
Yeah. The only thing is we don't have nobody. Well, I suppose if somebody showed up behind us or something, we could make up a random backstory.
Well, we could make up a backstory for the person who owns the chimp.
So yeah,
Chimp Watch.
Chimp Watch.
Heavy updates.
That so the big building. I don't know if the people can see. Can they? Maybe.
Nah, I don't know.
Well, anyway, there's a big building there, and the top floor was sold last week.
Yeah.
The apartment for 40 million euro.
That makes it the most expensive property in Spain.
Yeah. Insane amount of money. I don't know if it's the most expensive property, it's definitely the most expensive
In Barcelona.
apartment.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever, But like 40 million. And that's the place where Tom thinks he saw
The chimpanzee.
a small chimpanzee. And we've had it confirmed from friend of the show, and
Dana.
contributor Dana, that she was there with you that night.
Yeah.
And she
She
fucking
saw
saw
the
it too.
chimpanzee.
So there's something afoot. All's
Yeah.
not right in that building.
I mean, if you got 40 million to spend on a bang average gaff, you've got some money to spend on a chimpanzee.
1,000%.
Yeah.
You
I'd
could
get it.
It could be a wee pet fella, a wee pet chimp lad.
Yeah. I'm terrified of chimpanzees.
They are terrifying creatures. You should be terrified of them because they will. The thing about chimps, people might not be aware of this, but chimps will bite your fingers off.
Yeah.
They'll rip your face off, and if you're a man,
They rip your balls off.
they'll rip your balls off.
Yeah.
It's one of the first things they go for is your balls.
They are.
Do you know?
They're nature's thugs, I believe.
They are nature's fucking backstreet thugs.
Nature's Millwall. Chimps and nature's Millwall supporter.
Millwall. Just fucking Millwall.
It's fucking Millwall, boys.
Remember the big fella who had got into the fight with didn't get into the fight. He was brave enough to go and fight one of them terrorist attackers in London,
Yeah.
London Bridge.
Yeah. The
And he
guy
was
who charged him with a narwhal.
Yeah.
Narwhal tusk.
That was a Polish fella.
Okay.
Got the
yeah.
narwhal tusk, but it was a big Millwall fan,
Really?
and he was being interviewed in the fucking hospital or whatever. He's like, my friends were telling me to run and all, like I should have ran and stuff. But I just said,
Amazing.
"Yeah, man, fuck it, I'm fucking Millwall," and got fucking wired into him, something like that. You know,
It's the answer to ISIS.
started giving you
Millwall
Millwall
supporters.
supporters.
They're just airdropping Millwall supporters into Jabalibad territory.
Jesus, huh? But anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
that's how do we get on that subject? I don't even know. This is
Chimpanzees.
classic. Oh,
Oh, is that
Who's
the
that?
dog? The dog's making weird noise. She wants to come out, but I'm not going to let her out because she'll jump on me and then she'll try and jump off the balcony again.
she can stay in there and listen to the
It's
pop
to the pop music.
Punk. Is it pop punk? What is
No
it?
idea what it
What do
is.
you call that genre of music?
Noise.
Emo punk?
Emo, I think it is. Emo.
Something to that effect.
Yeah. We were talking about the chimpanzee. So yeah, it's there
Dangerous creature.
probably. And they are dangerous creatures. I wouldn't want to mess with them.
Well, there's no sign of him so far.
No.
But we'll keep the people informed.
Well, if it's just been bought, maybe the chimpanzee's moved out, or maybe the property comes with the chimpanzee.
Do you reckon he could be a
Chimpanzee
live-in chimp?
butler.
Now
There we
we're
go.
getting somewhere.
It's just what you want in the middle of the night. Warm milkshake and your genitals getting ripped off.
Yeah. But we may have cracked the case.
As we do.
We're always cracking cases. Tom.
Solving all these mysteries.
You know?
Oh, speaking of things that are being cracked, Harry Potter.
Harry Potter came up in conversation last night.
Yeah, as I mentioned to you, Harry Potter's heavily cancelled now. As a character, not as a book.
So show your work.
So Harry Potter, the individual, is very problematic.
Problematic.
Shows huge amounts of, what's it called? Privilege.
Privilege.
Yes.
Okay.
So
He's
Case
got a
in
few
point.
pound in the bank, like.
that's one of his privileges.
Yes.
Rich boy privilege. In front of Ron, he buys the entire suite trolley. Who only has
We'll
only
take
has
the lots.
yeah, we'll take the lot. Yeah,
Remember
in
that?
front of a boy who's had to pack his own food for a 9-hour train journey to Scotland.
It'd be shitty sandwiches.
Yeah,
wrapped
yeah.
in cling film.
Yeah, and then he makes it even more problematic by sharing it with Ron,
Oh,
thereby implying ownership over Ron. He's feeding Ron the same way you would a pet.
I see
Yeah,
where you're coming from.
yeah,
So, and he makes Ron as wee doggy boy kind
yeah,
of,
exactly.
you
Like if
know.
you ever are in that situation, number one, first of all, don't buy loads of sweets.
Yes,
Second of all, make the poor person watch you eat. Don't feed them.
that's rule number one,
Yeah, that's rule number
isn't
one.
it?
Privilege. Rule number two. He
Let's have another
yeah.
glass of this.
Let's have a
Gotta
reload of
put my mic down for a moment so I can.
delicious stuff.
I'll probably get picked up on your mic anyway, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, so he's privileged. He's a rich boy. He does Ron dirty by feeding him lots of chocolates,
yeah.
spoiling him,
He also
love bombing him. You could say
he also gets away with a lot of ignorance, willful ignorance.
willful ignorance.
Yeah, or is willful.
Is that
Yeah,
enough?
that's enough.
I give you a
That's enough.
splash of the old Diet Coke here. Oh Jesus!
So, for example, when Hermione gets called Mudblood,
Yes.
first of all, I don't know why she's upset about that because that's in the second year of Hogwarts, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, so like 18 months ago, she didn't even know wizards existed.
that's a good point actually.
So why is she so upset about being called Mudblood? And then secondly, Harry comes along,
Yeah.
and he's just like, "What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah,
It's
why is that
being
so bad?
horrible.
Yeah, like, oh, you don't know it's a swear word? If you don't know, keep your mouth shut. Do you know what I mean?
You're on shaky ground here though,
No.
because let's remember, Potter at this point
Mm-hmm.
is but a child. He's what age is he? 13? 12.
12.
12 in the second year in Hogwarts. So the thing is, you have to give him a wee bit of a bye ball. He's grown up with the Muggles.
Yeah.
He's been living under the stairs. He's probably been battered by Uncle Vernon for years.
Yeah, well, my theory is that he was so he was so badly abused as a child that by the time he was 11, he'd completely psychologically broke, and all of this wizarding bullshit, like his parents are heroes and stuff,
It's a
is
figment of his
figment of his
imagination.
imagination to cover up the years and years of brutal sexual abuse that he's probably been suffering under the Uncle Vernon's house.
Fuck. That's really dark.
Yeah.
That's very dark.
I'm gonna take over the world with magic, Uncle Vernon. You'll see. You'll see.
I'll sort you out.
Yeah.
Fucking, huh? Oh, Dudley. Dudley was a little bollocks too, wasn't he?
Stabbing Dudley in the stomach over and over again, screaming Avada Kedavra when he's 15 years old.
But here, listen. So, okay, he's a problematic guy because he's got a few pound. He treats Ron like a wee fucking manslave fella.
Yeah, yeah.
He's ignorant.
Yeah, like
But is
blissfully
it
ignorant. He
his
doesn't want to
fault?
educate himself.
He doesn't want to educate himself. You think?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is his fault. Harry Potter cancelled. Heavy cancellation for Harry Potter.
You heard it here first. Harry Potter's cancelled, and don't get us started on J.K.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
get us bloody started on her.
TERF.
Huh?
She's a TERF, is she?
I believe so. Yeah.
What does TERF stand for?
Trans exclusionary.
Yeah.
Radical feminist.
Right.
Yeah. So she doesn't believe that trans women are women.
Right.
Okay. So there you go.
Okay.
And she spouts. The people argue with her. She gets in the arguments on Twitter and all this kind of bollocks. I don't pay any attention to it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, to be fair, you know, I like the Harry Potter stories.
yeah, yeah.
I liked them when I was a kid, and I still like them.
Well,
now.
you can't stop reading things because the person who wrote them is bad.
Yeah.
You know,
Although,
Lord of the Rings.
Half the pantheon would be fucking
Yeah, Lord of the Rings.
oh good to you.
What is it? The story
Tolkien.
about Tolkien when he wrote The Hobbit,
Yes.
and he didn't have like this idea for Lord of the Rings in his head when he wrote The Hobbit. He just made The Hobbit up as he went along.
Oh, it was a standalone sort of thing.
Yeah, and then the Nazis read it and they loved it
The Nazis loved it.
because it is they the whole of Middle Earth was like a stand-in for Europe. And the Nazis were really into it. They wrote him letters saying, like, we really loved your book and we love your depiction of Jewish people as these dwarves, these money grabbing, and he was like, oh, no, that's not what I mean.
Yeah,
So that's why dwarves in the Lord of the Rings are super different. And the Lord of the Rings tonally is so different.
Yeah. He famously detested allegory, you know?
What does that mean?
So he didn't want his work to be interpreted as like symbolic of this or that or
Yeah,
the other.
yeah.
You know, he was
Okay.
like, oh, it's my fucking imagination. It's a story. you know, that sort of way. Like
Yeah,
he didn't like he didn't want to insert like political things into his work and stuff like that. You
but
know,
like it is very allegorical.
it is though. Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously, I think it is because, but it's not necessarily by design, if you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah.
You know, but like it kind of is, despite itself. I
He's got
think
that.
there's definitely quotes of him talking about not liking
Yeah,
allegory and stuff like
I
that.
mean, yeah, when you poke into it, it's full of holes, isn't it? Like
Yeah. Mm.
orcs yelling, "Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys!" In an entire universe which doesn't have restaurants. That really rubbed me up the wrong way the first time I heard that.
There are some parts of it
Mm.
that make you kind of step out of it a bit. Like you're
Yeah,
like, hold on a second, what does he know about menus? Was he down the Chinese the
yeah,
other day, or what
exactly.
the
Don't
fuck?
make sense.
Has Saruman opened the bistro in
Yeah,
Isengard? I don't think so.
like the men of Minas Tirith living in this sort of weird medieval era next door to the men of Rohan, who are sort of Anglo-Saxons, and they're all
With a
at
bit of
war.
Viking.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
all at war with like the orcs, who are on sort of like a Mongolian nomadic tribal level, and then just for
Yeah.
one small corner of Middle Earth, there's the hobbits who seem to be in the industrial era with water wheels, fireworks,
Yeah.
gunpowder, and they're not taking over the world. Because the
Yeah.
whole thing about it is the hobbits just have no desire, and that's why they can carry the ring, right?
Yeah, they just want to have a few meals a day or
Yeah,
more than a few. Smoke the old pipe weed,
yeah. They just
have a
want the
drink.
crack. Do you know who the hobbits might be
A bit like me.
allegorical for? Yeah, the Irish. The hobbits are just the Irish. But make no mistake, like if the hobbits ever stopped getting high
They got
and
their shit
drinking,
together.
they got fucking gunpowder.
This is it.
They've got mills and stuff like water wheels.
Hmm.
They live in fucking bunkers.
Oh
They're
yeah.
they're Middle Earth sleeper force. They're like real world India. Like keep your eye on them.
Keep your eye on the little fellas.
Mm.
This is it. Well, that's what they say. Fucking, that's why God invented alcohol to stop the
Keep
Irish
the
from
Irish.
taking over the fucking world. Right?
I believe it. I believe it. Oop.
Oh Jesus. Well, anyway, there you go. So, what we're saying is here, look into your popular stories and icons.
Yeah.
There's problematic stuff in there.
Take popular stories and icons, cancel them.
Yes, we are canceling things from now on.
While
We're
we're
going to
on
become
the
cancelers
subject of stories,
before we get cancelled ourselves.
yeah, I mean we're pretty much already there. While we're on the subject of stories and conspiracy theories,
Yes.
we weren't on conspiracy theories, but I've got one.
Oh.
Frozen, the Disney show, the Disney film,
Yes.
um, is only in existence because the Disney streaming app is so shit.
Wait a minute. What do you mean?
So when it breaks and it stops working,
It is an awful app. It's
yeah,
awful. It's the worst app.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that. But what's that got to do with
and so it stops working. What do
Right.
you type into Google?
Frozen?
Disney's
Disney's
Frozen. Ah, so what comes
Ah,
up?
I see. I
A
see where you're
fucking
going with
film,
this.
not all the terrible news and reviews about how bad the app is.
They preempted how shit their streaming app was going to be
Oh wait, did it come
10
out
years in
before?
advance.
Yeah. Now the
Frozen's
times
been
aren't
around
adding
for
up here.
ages,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe the my timing isn't adding up, but my logic is sound. So we're gonna stick with it and stamp it with a big confirmed sticker.
Yes. Confirmed.
Mm.
Come here for reliable information.
Disney's Frozen, a very inventive answer to a tech issue,
Exactly.
a bug.
Nah, the Disney app is a fucking joke. I'm paying for it, like, and it
I know.
boils my blood.
I
Like,
think I'm using it.
you are using it,
Am
yeah.
I on it? Yeah.
Yeah. It's awful, awful. Sort your shit out, Disney, or the boys are gonna come round and fucking cause a kerfuffle. All right.
I'll fix. Email me
Yeah.
the GitHub. I'll fix the entire app in 3 days.
This guy, have you seen his video editing skills?
I can make websites as well.
He's a fucking he's a Dahmer impressionist. He's got many strings to his bow.
I'm multi-talented,
Very talented man, Tom.
but I can't feel human emotions. I'm like a robot.
Oh Jesus, no bother. Now come here.
Do we,
have
questions?
a bit of a backlog.
Have you once again failed to
So
take part in your only duty?
we don't have any questions for. Nobody answered the fucking the call today because I only put it in like an hour ago.
Yeah, you need
be
to
fair.
start doing the questions call days before.
I need to be a wee bit more organized.
Yes, yes.
You know? But you know what you know how it is. Life in this rat race, this 9 to 5 lifestyle. It's not easy. So
You're back in bed by 5.
We do have questions that a good friend of the show, Diggsy,
Ah, young Degslington.
the boiled Diggs, Diggsy the boy from Scotland,
Mm-hmm.
sent us questions,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
In December.
Ah.
Fucking 8th of December to be exact.
Okay.
And we never answered them because we're rude boys.
Let's get that sorted right now.
So we need to rectify this situation and answer his questions. Okay, the first question.
Yeah.
Do all Haribos. What's going on down there?
There's a kerfuffle down here, but I can't see the people.
Bit of
But
a kerfuffle.
I can hear them.
What do we see now?
What could it be? Can you hear them?
Well, there's definitely people knocking about down there.
Bastards.
Ah, it's that house there. Look, their windows open.
Oh.
They must be having a wee get together, wee family get together.
Bloody peasants.
Anyway,
Sorry, yeah, what was the question?
so do all Haribos taste the same? Keep it down there for fuck's sake.
I've never eaten an individual Haribo on its own. I always just take a handful and throw them in my mouth.
I know where he's going with this.
Haribo
Some of them,
salad.
I think a lot of them are very similar.
Yeah.
The ones that you find the difference in are the fried egg. Is there a fried egg in Haribo?
Yeah.
Right.
I thought we were talking about the gummies.
Jesus Christ, what was
What's
that?
Some sort of creature.
What the fuck was that?
Maybe someone opening a
We'll
door.
be under attack.
This is the dangers of doing things in the outside world. We should never leave our houses.
Anyway, the fried egg,
Mm-hmm.
the cola bottle has a distinct taste.
Yeah, that tastes like cola.
Yeah.
Ah.
Whoa.
Inception.
Spooky.
But I think he's
so-
referring to like gummies, like the bear gummies
The little-
that are different colours.
The little gummy bears just taste the same, don't they?
Yeah, they all taste, which always confuses me when you get people who don't like a certain colour. The people who are like, oh no, I don't eat the yellow ones, I don't like them. What are you tasting? They're all just taste of pure sugar.
Rare people, man.
Yeah.
Strange. Right. Another question. He hit us with loads.
Let's do all the Degsy questions.
Now, does free popcorn make you drink faster?
Yeah,
Definitely.
100%.
I think that's
Salt.
scientifically proven.
That's why they get salty foods in bars to make you order more drinks.
Exactly. So there you go, Degsy.
Yes.
Is it okay, this one is an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
Is it acceptable to pee in a woman's toilet when there is no queue? When there's no queue, but what's he trying to say? I don't know. I'm gonna reformulate the question.
Okay.
Tom,
Yes.
is it okay to take a piss in a woman's toilet, right? If the man's toilet is occupied,
Mm-hmm.
there's no women there waiting
Yeah.
to queue up, right? You're not cutting the queue. Is it alright to slip in there, take a quick tinkle, and nip out again?
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
fine?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna say that's fine too.
I mean, I'm a man for going in there, taking a huge shit, and not even locking the door. Just letting them come in.
You dirtbird.
Take
You
all my
dirty
clothes
boy.
off. Take all my clothes off.
Have a good sweat.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
sweaty one, like.
Yeah, good sauna poo. Yeah.
Like heavy breathing. and all.
Yeah, it's a controversial subject. I get annoyed sometimes when like it goes around the other way, but then I think men do it all the time, so you can't get annoyed about it. Also, I think if men didn't do it, because it's not so acceptable back in England to walk
It's
into the
not.
women's.
Or in Ireland too.
Yeah, because
not
what they do
acceptable.
here
Not
is they
as
just have
acceptable.
one toilet for each, one for men,
Yeah.
one for women. Whereas in England, you'd get like 6 cubicles in the
Aye.
toilets, like
Here, a lot of the
like
bars, it's
airport
only
style.
it's
Yeah,
like 2 toilets, and it's literally
Now,
2
so you
toilets.
can't just walk in and do it.
Yeah.
Now, what happens, because I have been in women's toilets in clubs in England and stuff,
Yes. Ooh, naughty boy.
they are the worst place on the planet.
Oh, gross.
Like this is how you can tell that trans women are real women, because they're committed and they go in those toilets. Like if you transition to
I know what you mean.
if I ever transition to a woman,
yeah.
I would keep my dick just so I had the choice to go and
Yes.
use the men's bathroom,
Yeah.
because
100%.
women's toilets are horrible.
That's the only reason you keep your dick, is it?
Yeah. Yeah. That and I use it to keep notes. Right directions down on it.
It's definitely it's a thing here. It's definitely more acceptable here to like bounce into the woman's toilet, or a woman to bounce into the men's toilet, and nobody really gives a fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
I've noticed that here, like,
Yeah.
and you could be standing there, and like a woman would even say to you, just go in, like it's fine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
At the end of the day, they're both for the same thing.
It's like, who gives a fuck?
There's
Like,
just a
seriously?
There's just a drawing on the
Yeah.
fucking door.
This is it. Just go and take a
It's
piss. Like,
2023.
yeah. Big
Don't
time.
even go in the toilet. Just go outside the toilet. Go against the wall.
Speaking of which, mate, I am Boston for a piss.
Yeah,
Do we?
go.
Can I run and take a quick
You can run
pee?
and take a piss. Yeah.
We can like edit it out and post or do some kind of jiggery pokery.
Keep your microphone on so we can hear your bits.
Am
No,
I
no,
going to
don't
do
do
this?
that. No, don't do that.
Pass the cheese, please.
We're back.
I feel like a new man.
Yeah, you feel better now?
I'm relieved.
It's all that
Yeah,
Coke and champagne.
Coke and champagne, baby.
Cocaine.
Yeah, living that lifestyle. I feel skinnier already.
Yeah, man, this
You
is
know?
so good. I'm not bloated.
Ah, so
I'm
thin
starting
right
to
now.
get a buzz on. It's great.
So where were we? We were answering Degsy's questions,
Yes.
and I think we said yes, it is acceptable to go into the woman's toilet if there's no queue and have a piss.
Yeah.
Now the odd woman might give you a dirty look when you come out.
Yeah, don't do it
You know,
if there's like a woman's toilet with like 5 or 6 toilets in there.
and be careful if it's in the UK or Ireland because
Yeah.
it's less acceptable there.
Mm.
I think, whereas here people don't give a fuck really.
No one really
you know?
cares as long as you're not making a mess.
Exactly. Now another question from
Mhm.
the Bowl Degsy.
What's the other?
Is there a difference between Australia Dam,
Yeah.
the beer, and Australia Galicia? You like
Yeah,
my
one's
accent?
more expensive.
That's a good accent.
No, it's-
Galicia.
Estrella Galicia
Gali-
is my favourite beer, I think.
Galicia.
Galicia, is it?
Yes, thank you, Tom.
Well,
Is it? It might not be.
no, I'm
Um,
English. It's Galicia. Estrella Galicia.
Australia Jam,
Big,
right?
big pint of Estrella Galicia, please. Yeah, there is. I think Estrella Galicia is more. I'm doing it again. Speaking into the wrong thing.
You're fucking dementia, man.
Yeah, that's the diet cocaine kicking in. Yeah, Estrella Galicia is tastier.
I believe so.
Um,
Yeah,
But
it's more
there's-
expensive.
yeah, can of red standard though is like the perfect object.
I like it out kind of red standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
know
just
what you mean.
on a hot summer's day, sitting in a park, sitting on a bench, sort of a little bit too close to the children's play park, drinking red standard, shouting at birds.
Yes.
Lovely, lovely afternoon.
Oh yes, boy.
I mean flappy birds, not women birds. You know, shouting at the ducks by a
Shout
pond.
at the
Yeah.
birds.
Yeah.
Shows you to sing. Don't do that. That's bad behavior.
Yeah.
It's toxic.
Sound like a
Don't do that
learning
shit.
difficulties Danny Dyer.
Do you ever here's one interesting for you. Have you ever been with another bloke who's catcalled someone? It's the most embarrassing thing. So I used to work with this fella,
Mhm.
and we were out in the smoke break.
Yeah.
Right outside, having a smoke outside the place. It was in Ireland, like. These girls walk past. This is like 2016 or something, 2017, like. So it's not like 19 fucking 85 here, like where people are catcalling girls and all this kind of shit. Like, it wasn't right then either. Don't get me wrong, like, but and he just like said, "Yeah, the next fucking pin's there," whatever. Like, it's just like,
Yeah.
I can't even remember what it was, but it was something really like cringy as
Yeah.
fuck. Like, and I was like, what are you doing? My face went bright red. I was like, oh my god, I'm standing beside this gimp
Yeah.
who just fucking did this. Like,
My
and I should say he's I actually quite like this guy. He was a nice
Yeah.
fella, but like he just came out of nowhere. I was like, what are you doing, man? He's like, it's just a bit of crack. I love it. And I was like, I don't think they do love it.
Yeah. Famously, they don't love it. Yeah.
I think they're quite put off by it. To be fair, like, to put it mildly.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like,
my take on catcalling is that it's usually a cover up for suppressed homosexuality.
think so?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
deep.
I've always found like the guys, you always get those guys who are like talking, like, what, did you see that girl over there? Man,
Yeah.
she was hot. Like
They're
they're always talking about it
suspect.
too much. Yeah.
Suspect.
Suspect's the wrong word because there's nothing wrong with it.
I know.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
mean
yeah,
like,
I know what you mean. I feel sorry for them because I just want to say, like, especially when they do it, like, turn around to them, sort of shake them, and just go, like, you get it, it's fine.
it's okay, mate. Like, do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's fucking 2020, 2023. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it is now. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I was about to say 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like the sort of hyper masculine sort of let's go
yeah,
get some
yeah.
girl.
Like
And
you're trying to prove something.
yeah, and then there's the sort of fella that you would be a wee bit hesitant to be the last person at the party with them
Yeah.
at 5 a.m.
Spend alone time with him. Yeah.
and they get a wee bit touchy feely.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced something like that?
Yeah, I've hung out with dudes like who I wouldn't want to be one on one with,
Yes.
and then like when they get a bit drunk, they get a bit grabby.
Grabby, but like aggressively grabby
Yeah,
almost.
yeah.
I've experienced that too.
Yeah,
It's weird.
I had a friend growing up who was a bit well. He wouldn't even get drunk. Just when he got like hyperactive or like this was when we were like 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
He would always get a bit weird, like jump on me and like wrestle me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
and
dear.
like I've never been someone who's like likes physical contact anyway,
I don't
and
like
I've
that
been
shit either.
quite obvious about it.
Yeah.
And he'd always do, oh, get off. And then like when I was older, he just came up in conversation like with our family at one point, and my mum was like, yeah, he was definitely gay.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
100% gay. I was like, oh yeah, I never thought of that, but now obviously yes.
That's he's just a young kid. He's probably just trying to figure out what's going on. Like,
Yeah,
it's different though when, you're. I don't know. I've been in a couple of weird situations where I've been like, I don't know if I want to fall asleep here or I don't know,
yeah,
that kind of way. You're like,
yeah.
somebody could end up getting.
It's
This is
4 in the
weird.
morning in
Yeah,
the middle of
yeah.
winter. I'm
Just-
gonna walk home.
Yeah, it's like you just get the vibes.
Yeah.
You're like, this is
Yeah.
not fucking kosher. Like,
This is not a good place.
You
Man,
know?
I had that. The worst one I ever had. My friend who lived on the Isle of Wight,
yes.
like my town, Portsmouth, is an island anyway, and then off that island there is another island which is like stuck in the 60s. It's a very strange place.
Okay.
And I had
it's
a
like
friend.
time warp.
Yeah, I had a friend who lived there, and he lived in a hotel. His parents ran a hotel,
Yeah.
and he had a friend who lived down the road or like in the town where the hotel was, and like imagine like an old seaside resort town
Okay.
that
Yeah.
has just been lost to time. No one goes there anymore, so it was like run down, pretty shitty. And he said, like, oh, my friend in town's having a party, you should come over. And like, it's not an easy journey to make. You
Yeah.
have to take a boat, then a train around the island, and the train's like a train from about 100 years ago,
Yeah.
wooden seats and everything.
Not easy to escape from either if you get it.
Yeah.
Bounce, like.
Got there, this party was just him, this guy,
Oh.
a couple of other weirdos. They're all off their face on drugs. Like my friend pretty much passing out already.
Oh dear.
I was like, oh, this is not a good situation. And the
No.
guys I didn't know, that one guy was getting very friendly.
Okay.
And he like kept offering me stuff. I was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. This isn't fun at all.
Like,
yeah.
listen, we're not being homophobic here or anything. We're not saying like, oh, creeped out by gay guys. No, that's not what it is. It's whenever somebody who's like you're saying there, he's trying to give you
Yeah,
drugs and shit.
yeah.
And you know what I mean? It's a different.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the homophobia's got nothing to do with it. Like, there's no
Yeah.
homophobia there.
No,
It's,
not
I
at
think
all.
if it was a woman doing it, it would be weird.
It would be
like,
weird
if it was a
woman
man
too,
doing
like,
to a woman. It's weird. Like, it's not.
100%. Yeah.
It's not the gender of the person doing it. It's the way they're going about doing it.
Exactly. Couldn't have put it better. You're right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
So went there, stayed for like 20 minutes, went back, and it's like a 3-hour journey there, 3-hour journey back. Like fucking awful.
Dear. Oh dear. Yeah, but in a couple of weird houses at times or in year, they're just like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe time to go home here. You know.
The Dharma bell starts ringing.
Somehow
Yeah.
just a wee voice goes, let's get out of here.
Come back to my place.
Okay, so we'll go back to Dicey's questions here. The
Mhm.
bold Dicey. Diggerson.
Deglington.
Digmeister General. Are hiccups a myth?
This is a very strange question. Absolutely not.
The answer to that question is no, they're not a myth. They
all
exist.
he's saying here is he doesn't get hiccups.
They mustn't do. I used to get them a lot when I was a kid. They're a bastard. So they are.
Well, I worked out, like, because all it is
on,
like
on that note, just a big burp there.
you got one. But it's just when your diaphragm gets a nerve trapped in it. So all you have to do is stretch your diaphragm to untrap the nerve. And I worked out I could put my hands under my ribs and pull my ribs out, and that just killed him instantly. They'd be gone,
Seriously?
yeah. So I used to get them a lot when I was little, and then just started. Now,
Medical advice.
have I broken permanently the bottom of both my ribs? Yeah, they hurt all the time.
Did you do a Marilyn Manson?
No, whatever the opposite of a Marilyn Manson is.
Did you do a Marilyn Manson?
I didn't do a Marilyn Manson, I swear.
Um.
Not guilty. Not guilty.
Speaking of myths, I think that's a myth that he got his ribs from you so he could suck his cock.
That's a very funny myth. Like that and the Richard Gere myth are the funniest. That Richard Gere
It's
for
the
that.
same one, isn't it?
Just no grounding in reality.
Yeah.
Or the Rod Stewart one.
Rod Stewart?
Went to hospital, was hospitalized with like intense stomach pains, and the doctor pumped his stomach and removed like 3 liters of semen.
What?
Yeah.
3 liters?
Yeah.
Where's he getting 3 liters
Yeah,
for a
exactly.
start?
Well,
Like,
someone crunched the numbers, and that's like well over 10,000 dudes.
who fucking came up with that? That's
It's a
cracker.
very funny one.
Oh, Jesus. The Broad the Mod. Broad
Huh?
the Mod's good. My man loves fucking Rod Stewart.
Oh,
She loves Rod Stewart. Rod Stewart and Bruce Springsteen. It's like the sort of heartthrob of that generation.
If I had long hair, I look like Rod Stewart.
You would a wee bit,
Mm.
you would a wee bit.
He's a
Yeah.
strange man.
Right, okay, back to the
Deggs'
wild
question,
Degser,
yeah.
General Degsington,
Deglington.
Deglington. Um, and the last one's a little bit, it's a little bit of a blue one.
Yeah.
Tits or ass, Tom? Oh dear.
Cock. Cock all day.
Let's not go down
Yeah.
because I know we do have some female listeners, some women listeners,
Hey,
and they might be a wee bit
Deggsy,
annoyed at us.
it's not about the body. It's
Yeah,
about the personality.
it's what's inside that counts.
Yeah.
That's
It's
all that
about
really matters.
it's about the spirit that is contained by the body.
Tell you what, I am loving this drink.
This is great, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm buzzed. I'm starting to feel a little bit of a buzz.
I'm a little bit worried. Like
We've things to do today.
something this good has to come with a consequence.
There's got to be a
price.
fucking a downside, yeah, maybe.
I was a bit worried because sugar-free things tend to give me the poopies. But
Poopies?
yeah, everything gives me the poopies these days.
Well, do you know what?
Normal
Poured a
beer
wee bit
gives
too
me the
much cava
poopies.
there, did I?
Nah, it's fine. Might have to crack open another
Can of Diet Coke.
years.
Right, hold on a wee second here. I'll finish this one. I'll crack. Do you want another wee glass?
Yeah.
Sure. Look, it's Saturday.
Yeah.
It's a freaking weekend, baby. I'm gonna put this mic
Put
down
that
again.
down.
Do you hear that? Do you hear my thing? That's real post 30 shit.
Yeah, it's post 30
I
noises.
literally just put that down. Come out of fucking nowhere, like.
Ugh.
You know? Anyway.
Yeah, the noises I make now are fucking ridiculous.
Do you know what? It's the stiffness from the post gym stiffness.
Post gym
I don't
stiffness.
think I stretch enough, John. I need to do
You
some more
should
stretching.
you should start stretching.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yoga, Pilates.
Pilates. Pilates. Pilates is
for the ladies.
Pilates for the ladies. Pilates is
Um,
a star system, dude.
how are
Or
you
a bunch
finding
of
the
stars.
gym these days, Tom? Or is there? So it's January. The gyms do be busy.
Yeah.
Are you finding it tricky?
Not especially. I'm going a bit easier now in the gym. I've reduced the weights again, and I'm trying to reduce the rest time. I'm trying to get my cardio up.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I need to get my cardio.
I have zero stamina.
Yeah, man. I know exactly what you mean.
It's ever since I got that fucking vaccine.
Well, it's ever since I stopped playing football regularly and all as
Mm.
well. I haven't played football in ages now. Again. Fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
I haven't
And I was
played in a
back.
while.
We were back at it again for a few weeks.
Yeah.
A few weeks.
No, I can understand why I'm not playing because I was so bad. I was really ruining the experience for everyone else. But
You were fine, Tom. You did a couple of solid performances, man. So you did.
yeah,
Fuck all wrong with you.
solid meaning I just stood very solidly and didn't let people run past me.
Tell you what, it took fucking balls to come and do it. I'll tell you that much. Not a
Yeah.
lot of people would have done that who fucking basically zero experience playing
Well,
football.
I was drunk
you know.
when I signed up.
Yeah, well, you fucking stuck to your guns.
I tell you what, I know it's a banned subject to talk about,
Weather.
but wherever we go next, we might have to sit indoors.
It's about the rain, is it? Get caught in the rain.
No, I don't think it's going to rain
I like drinking cava and Diet Coke.
in the
Caught in the rain. Boom, boom, boom.
the world's worst song. Ladies and gentlemen, the world's worst song.
Man, look at my fucking nails. They're
Yeah,
like
you need to trim them.
they're like fucking claws.
You
Do
could
you know what that is?
slashing bitches.
I always say this. If my nails grow long,
Mhm.
it's a sign that Manchester United Football Club are doing okay.
Show you're working for this one.
Because if we're shite, which was the vast majority of the past 10 years, basically, I'd be biting my nails, nervous watching the match all the time.
Ah,
Do you know? But lately we haven't been quite so shit. In fact, we've been quite good at times. Lost a couple of games there though. We lost to Arsenal, but that. We lost to Arsenal. But we've been decent.
yeah.
So the my nails they're back. They're
Okay.
back, baby. I'm thinking about getting a manicure.
You should get
Satin
acrylics.
finish.
Get acrylic nails, like like yeah, like Puerto Rican women have in New York. Just really long ones.
You're
Then
going
get-
to New York then, huh?
Oh fuck yeah! I'm going to New York this week.
You're gonna check out all the. Oh, you can't though. You are. You can't be checking out any Puerto Rican women when you're there. Tom.
No. I mean, I
You
don't.
keep your eyes firmly in your head, sir.
I imagine the women of New York will not be feeling whatever it is I am distributing.
Yeah,
A 32-year-old man with a beer belly and
yeah.
no sense of self.
I'm gonna say this to you now, Tom.
Mhm.
You've lost weight.
I have.
You've lost weight.
I've lost almost a kilo
Yeah, you're looking
in the
well.
last 2 weeks.
So never mind this talk about beer bellies. You look well.
Using crash diet techniques and
Yeah.
not eating before going to the gym.
Yeah, I think I've lost a wee bit too, but like I could stand to lose a wee bit more.
I know.
Definitely.
I know we joke about it, but tracking the calories just makes it so easy.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna start doing it.
Yeah,
I might download that app as well.
it is. It's tedious, like putting everything you eat in. But after a while, you realise you only eat about 10 different things, and you
I
can
know.
just
It's
save
same,
them and
rinse
just
and
load
repeat.
it. Yeah,
Like this is it, mate.
and then it gets easier.
But yeah, New York's gonna be class.
It's
I'm
gonna be
happy
fucking
for you that
freezing.
you're getting to go there. I've never been either, like, but never
It's
been to
gonna
the
be
United
fucking
States.
cold.
It's gonna
And
be chilly.
I'm very underprepared in terms of like clothing. I bought some silk gloves the other day. I think I might need more than silkies.
Silkies aren't gonna cut the mustard.
I might put some football socks on my hands. I want to get mittens like a 5-year-old child.
Yeah,
You know when
Well,
like kids wear mittens and it's so funny when they point at things. It's
I
like
know. Yeah,
I would go that way.
yeah.
Have you seen this thing over here?
As long as you've got a winter jacket, a good scarf, and a good a pair of long johns.
Did you see my long johns I had last night?
I did see your long johns. Yeah, last night.
Furry inside long johns. Yeah.
Ladies furry long johns.
Now, Michael,
What's that?
my girlfriend has a pair of these. That's why I bought them. So I bought my own pair.
Because you were jealous of hers.
Yes, but I had to get maternity sizes.
Yeah.
The issue that I've identified:
What's that?
if I have a messy poopy
Mm-hmm.
or a bad fart, the furry inside of those long johns is history.
You're never going to be able to clean that out.
I'm gonna have to shear it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No,
I'm gonna have to wear underpants and long johns.
Yeah. Oh, I hear you, Tom. You're going to have to be careful.
Yeah, that could be a
100%.
real trip ruiner.
It's funny, like,
Shitting myself inside furry long johns.
I know. That really put a dampener on your New York trip, wouldn't it? Fucking hell.
Somebody call 911. This man shits himself inside furry long johns. So stuck to my leg here.
God damn it, it's an emergency.
This is worse than 9/11. This is the worst thing that's ever happened in Manhattan. A man has shit himself in Battery Park, and he's wearing furry long johns. It's all stuck together. We don't know where the leg hair ends and the furry long johns begin.
Oh,
Get me the
Jesus
Pentagon. Make sure he doesn't do it there.
Christ. You groaning. Oh, the park.
Just wiggling around.
I just, Tom, for fuck's sake, let's go.
Just immediately gets an
embarrassing
Uber
me.
to the airport and goes home.
Okay, hell. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and I wanted to ask you, are you going to Las Vegas this year? Did you say something to me about going to Las Vegas?
She is. She's going to that concert.
Is
the
going.
big thing.
Okay.
And then we're going to go to Mexico after.
You're
and
going to meet
she-
her after?
Yeah, she
That's what it
suggested I
was.
come to Las Vegas, hang about, and then go to Mexico. And I just said, I'll meet her in Mexico.
I mean, like, I was thinking though, imagine me and you went to Las Vegas.
We wouldn't
We
leave.
wouldn't, yeah,
we wouldn't leave.
It'd be a bad idea.
Come with
like,
me to Mexico. I'm going to go a few days early
Yeah.
before they even go to Las Vegas. And I'm going to go to like the southwest coast of Mexico.
When are you thinking of going?
October.
October?
Or maybe, what's
See,
the
that's
month?
no good to me.
What's
I'd
the
be
one?
working.
Yeah,
Do
fuck.
you know?
Do you work in September?
Yes.
Yeah.
Although sometimes the first week is free. Let me see now. So I'm going to Colombia in the summer
Oh, yeah,
again.
you're going to Colombia again,
So
yeah.
we've got a wedding to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Andrea's brother's getting married. But after Colombia, I wouldn't mind going somewhere.
Yeah.
Because we're only going to go for a couple of weeks. And
Yeah.
Colombia, like, the flights are dear, but the country itself
It's
is
cheap.
very cheap. Like, we were there in the summer, and I fucking saved money.
Do you know what we should
You
do,
know?
which we've been now talking about doing for years? Go to fucking Bruges.
Oh, yes.
Why do we do because Bruges in summer, fucking hot, really
We
nice.
could do that now.
Swim in the canal.
Because, to be fair to us, like, we've never really gone away together. And,
Nah.
and even as the boys, a wee boys group holiday, like,
Yeah,
that could be a winner.
Bruges got a good party scene,
Couple
there's
of
some
nights, just.
good bars, yeah. And then like it's only 2 hours from Brussels, go up there,
Yeah.
and then there's Ghent in between. Ghent's a fun place.
Do you remember a couple of years ago before the pandemic, we would talk about this with our mutual friend, Mr. Niall Garvin, and a few other people?
Yeah.
we're like, we would 100% need to do like a lads
Well,
trip.
the plan was to organise a lads trip to like the Flanders region, then derail it and go on a history tour of World War One sites.
I would love that.
Yeah, I fucking love
I
that.
would
See some
fucking be
trench
delighted to do
systems.
that.
Yeah,
And, like, do you
yeah,
reckon we
Flanders
could
Field.
swing that with our respective partners? We
Yes,
could get like a
absolutely.
couple of days.
Well, depending
3
on
days.
depending
say.
on who we tell the plan to, we change. We highlight different bits of the plan. So we tell our respective partners we're going on a history tour of Flanders Field. We tell the people coming
They
with
are
us.
gonna. Sometimes our partners watch the podcast.
I'll dub over this with Japanese anime.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Remind me.
I was gonna do the Japanese impression, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, me too. I've
Uh,
got something to talk about.
What were you saying there?
Yeah, so we tell the respective partners that we're going on a history tour, and we tell the people coming with us that we're going on a party tour.
Yes.
Blend
Blend the two.
the two
A party tour, party/history tour, party and history.
at the same time. Yeah.
Is that not just the fucking perfect dynamic?
Pass the cheese, please.
Do you get BBC notifications?
I don't, mate. I remember you talking to me about this before.
Everyone's dying.
Yeah,
But like, it's
turn that shit
awful.
off. Do
Like-
yourself a fucking favor. Turn that off. You know?
Jesus Christ.
Nah, it's depressing, man. I've stopped. It's become cliche now, but I have fucking stopped looking at the news. It's just dark. You know.
Just today, Claire Drakeford, the wife of Wales' First Minister, dead.
Fuck's sake.
15-year-old girl died of stabbing
Jesus
in
Christ.
Northumberland. My dad, Russell Causley, killed my mum. Tyre Nichols, a guy in Memphis who died.
Right. Okay.
A review of the video.
I
Like
mean,
it's a fucking cinema film.
it's you see you're poisoning yourself. It's poisoning the
Yeah.
people, and it's fucking designed, I think, to do that, to make people fucking miserable
Just
and,
get
and
views.
worried and scared all the time.
Yeah.
We've said this for people have been saying this for fucking years. The news is just
Scaremongering.
scaremongering. And people are obviously bad shit happens. Don't get me wrong, and it should be people should be aware bad shit happens, but people should also be aware of what they're consuming.
Yeah.
Don't fucking look at that shit too often. It'll drive you crazy.
I don't want to see that.
You know, I used to be a man for flicking through the channels and fucking just watching the news and obsessing over fucking conflicts miles away and all the rest. Like, obviously, you have to be aware of these things, and there's human tragedy that needs to be addressed. And if you can help out, you can. But you sitting in your fucking living room, sitting there scratching your balls, watching a war unfold or a bunch of people getting hit in an airstrike, it's just damaging your fucking.
Yeah.
It's damaging you.
But where's
then,
the good
too, you know?
news?
It's like,
Where's the
fuck me.
good news? There must be good news somewhere.
There's gotta be some good news.
That's what I want to see. A chimpanzee has
I
learned.
tell you
A
now,
chimpanzee
man.
has learned to play chess and beaten a grandmaster.
Right, hold on a second.
Find the good news.
I'm gonna find the fucking good news because we're enough of this depression bollocks all the time.
Tell me some good news.
Twitter as well. It's like fucking.
Oh yeah, but Twitter's an
I
echo
might
chamber.
unplug from the
Twitter's an
network.
echo chamber that just turns the volume up for the stupidest people on the planet.
Good news today. Let's have a look.
There
Right,
must be a website that only publishes good news.
hold on. I'm gonna put my spectacles on for this.
You put
because
your readers on.
He's be able to see properly.
Here
All
they go.
right.
It's
You know
powering
what
up.
happens when I put these on? I become
20% more cleverer.
20% more intelligent.
Yes.
Clever. You know, I mean business when I have my glasses on.
Yes.
Right. So goodnewsnetwork.org. Okay. Positive
Excellent.
stories. It's loading up here. 4Gs. Actually, the maggot. Project all cookies. I don't want that shit on my phone. Okay. Latest articles. Astrology. Oh, fuck astrology.
Oh, it's a new age website.
Okay. 6 memory bears. Memory bears? What the fuck are memory bears? Soon with love. Sown with love. And grandpa's flannels for widows' grandchildren.
See, this is the problem with good news websites. They're going to be made by hippies who can't
Yeah.
spell or make websites.
Oh, look. New study of Jurassic fossils reveal the origins of living amphibians through a tiny, funky worm. Funky worm in
Is that what they
inverted
wrote?
commas.
Tiny funky word.
Delta flight attendant consoles fearful passenger, and photo goes viral.
That's
Isn't
good.
that
That's
lovely?
good news. Yeah.
Some poor bollocks is shitting himself up there, 30,000 feet, and you've got this nice lad
See,
looking after him.
that's going to be me on the way to New York.
Let's see. Watch this cargo ship. This is a video. I can't watch this. Watch this cargo ship fly a giant kite to save fuel and cut emissions.
That's cool.
Greta will be happy.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you know what we
Um,
should do when we get enough money
What's
from
that?
the Patreon? We should buy loads of bouncy castles,
Bouncy castles.
tie them together, float them out to sea, use a kite to maneuver the new landmass we've created from bouncy
Oh
castles,
yeah.
and make our own country where it's illegal to be sad.
There you go. Happy, clappy, fun times all the time.
Yeah.
24/7.
Great
24/7.
time land.
Diet Coke and
Yeah.
fucking cava.
You can't
Right?
walk anywhere, you can only bounce.
I'll do two more because we can't be scrolling here all day.
Yeah, of course.
For the first time since 1977, 0 rhinos were poached in India's parks.
Oh, that's great.
So the rhinos haven't been poached.
Well, in India. I think Africa's a bloodbath at the moment.
Let's do these These invisible solar panels appear just like historic Italian terracotta roofs and can help green historic buildings. Fucking hell. I'm telling you, we should get into solar panels.
There's big
years
money in
ago.
solar.
It's a bomb.
Great thing about the sun, it always comes back.
The sun, man. The sun, baby.
The sun.
You
It's
know
a
what I mean?
giant screaming fireball.
Anyway, that's that. So
that's
there's
that.
some good news for you.
There you go.
Don't be panicking all the time.
I think that's a good spot to end on.
Yeah.
The carver's really starting to kick in now. I don't know if I've got much
It's funky.
podcasting left in me,
Mm.
but I'm definitely going to keep drinking the carver.
Yeah, I think we may as well finish the bottle now. Like.
I mean, if we don't finish the bottle, it'll go flat, and then flat carver turns into white wine, loses value.
It loses value.
It's like driving a car off the lot.
100%.
It's the first thing they say. If you buy a car and you want to resell it, don't drive it off the lot.
Don't drive it.
Leave it where you.
Behind-
Imagine doing that, walking into a Mercedes dealership, buying a Mercedes.
like the Viper.
Yeah, yeah.
Mercedes.
buy a car. It's like shake hands, sign for it, and then just walk away and tell them to leave it there.
Yeah.
Preserving value. I'll get it when I need it. That would really
And on
annoy
that
them.
note,
Yeah.
people, listen. Thanks for listening. Give us a good like on the old socials.
The likes help us.
Give
I
us
think.
give us a wee thumbs up. As I said before, tell your wee weird mate about our podcast because he'll like it, or she'll like it,
Yeah.
or they will like it. Whatever. People will like people that are a wee bit offbeat.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Will enjoy this podcast, I would say.
We really need to teach you how to do an outro.
Look after yourselves. Make sure you bring the dog in at night. It's cold.
Okay. Yeah.
It's cold out there.
Is that it?
Well, don't forget your gloves when you're going out, and just enjoy the crack.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Maybe a 2-week break because I'm going to New York.
Tom's going to New York,
Yeah.
and we might get some vlog footage or something like that there.
Oh yeah, we'll do something.
Keep his taking over. The people will be having
They'll
withdrawal
be hungry.
symptoms.
Yeah.
Adios.
Bye.